If you've been keeping up with the amusement industry, you would know that there have been plenty of accidents throughout 2021. Trains have derailed, chains have snapped, and lives have been lost. That's why today I decided to come up with a list of every accident that's happened during this tragic year. So with that said, I give you accidents in the amusement industry 2021. Let's start with some less serious accidents that occur from time to time. Of course, I'm talking about when trains valley. This year, Gemini at Cedar Point, Poltergeist at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and Desert Storm at Castles and Coasters have all of this issue. There's also a rumor that Full Throttle at Six Flags Magic Mountain valleyed, but I couldn't find any information to back that one up. But as I previously stated, this issue affects at least one coaster every year, so it's not that significant. Next, let's talk about lift hills. Apparently, Haintime's lift motor in Osprey Farm caught on fire a few weeks back. There's no actual footage of this, so I guess you'll just have to take my word for it. Griffin at Busch Gardens Williamsburg also got stuck on the bottom of its lift chain. This wasn't a very horrendous accident, but Busch Gardens definitely treated it like one. One of the most popular accidents was on Gatekeeper at Cedar Point. During one of its regular dispatches, Gatekeeper's chain snapped. Because of this, the whole chain had to be replaced, although it looks like the ride will reopen very soon as it's recently been testing. One last accident where on the topic of lift hills can be found on Skyrush at Hershey Park. If you don't already know, Skyrush uses a cable lift, which compared to the more common chain lifts can move up a lift hill at a much faster pace. Well, about 2 weeks ago, people caught the ride moving up the lift at around 3 miles per hour. There's a theory that this was caused by the chain snapping, but that was debunked real fast. The Big Apple Coaster, El Toro, and Shivering Timbers are just a handful of rides that have experienced derailments and collisions. Big Apple's derailment occurred towards the top of its lift hill and only required about a week to repair, whereas El Toro's derailment occurred near the end of the ride's layout, and it appears that Great Adventure will choose to retrack portions of the ride. Despite the fact that Shivering Timbers didn't derail, 2 of its trains collided in its loading station. Fortunately, no one has been seriously harmed as far as we know. Apart from roller coasters, the Sawmill Lock Flume at Six Flags Great Adventure and the Raging River at Adventureland have both had their fair share of mishaps. One of the Sawmill's guide rails came loose from the track, nearly tipping the ride over and sending 2 guests to the hospital. A boat on the Raging River Rapid Ride overturned, sending 6 riders into the water. 4 of the passengers survived with minor injuries, however one was left in critical condition and the other unfortunately died. These next 3 accidents aren't necessarily the ride's fault, so just keep that in mind. During Hollywood Night's first day of operation, Dawn Jankovic and their 17-year-old son decided to ride the voyage unaware of the tragedy that was about to occur. Seemingly, she suffered a torn artery on the ride and immediately passed away. The voyage then closed for the night in respect for her and her family. At Six Flags Magic Mountain, a woman's foot was caught between Full Throttle's train and loading platform. I honestly don't know how this could happen, as they state to keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride, but apparently she's now suing the park, which could explain why the ride's recently been closed. Most recently, a child that rode the Joker at Six Flags Great Adventure was injured. The cause of the child's injury is unclear at the time being, and he's currently in the hospital. At the Michigan Carnival, the Magic Carpet ride starts swaying back and forth without warning, nearly tipping over. This led to many helpful citizens holding the ride stable until it came to a complete stop. Without all this help, there's a high chance the ride could have fallen over, and the turnout may have been deadly. Luckily in this scenario, no one was injured, although a full inspection of the ride is being taken place. Supposedly, one of Thunderbird's footers at Holiday World sunk in the ground, but just like Haintime's lift motor, there's no actual footage of this. The ride did close down for a few weeks, allegedly to fix this issue, but that's about all the information we have. Let's end this list like we started with some less serious accidents, this time talking about ride closures. Tatsu at Six Flags Magic Mountain has been closed for a couple of weeks due to a power outage, and the park is currently waiting to receive a part for the ride. Both second-generation Raptors, including Stunt Pilot Silverwood and Jersey Devil at Six Flags Great Adventure, have been closed by Rocky Mountain Construction unexpectedly, most likely due to their trains. Speaking of RMC, Iron Gwazi at Busch Gardens Tampa is still standing but not operating. It was supposed to open in 2020, then 2021, and now 2022. I wouldn't be surprised if that fun spot lay in the RMC open before Iron Gwazi does. Oh yeah, also Emperor and Pantheon have yet to open. And with that, I've completed the list of every amusement industry accident I could discover. If there's anything I missed, please let me know in the comment section. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the front row.